jumping the gun here. Jumping the gun, big waves to you.
You're
Happy
just
Friday.
excited for the word.
See you. Good to see you. Yes. Hey, I also had to say this. Not everybody that tunes in is in our company, but for the ones of you that are, I just want to say congratulations. So many of you are thriving. We see you winning. We see what you're doing, and just keep it up. A lot of people ask me from time to time, "Hey, you do this big. Just keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up." And y'all are doing some amazing things. So, and it's just exciting to see. I love seeing people win. Right? I love seeing people win. Doesn't matter whose team they're on, what they do. I got a guy still today, he tunes in the coach's corner and he's with another company and he's like, "You've never tried to recruit me." And I'm like, "No, because you're winning in what you're doing. Keep winning, keep winning, keep winning." So quintessential. Okay. Quintessential. Don't say it too fast. Don't say it too fast. Quintessential. State of the End, we got some birthdays to celebrate too, but whoo, quintessential. Thank you, Arlene and Marlene. So if you look at this, it's representing the most perfect or typical example of equality. Representing the most perfect or typical example of equality. And I looked at synonyms for quintessential, and it's things like typical, ultimate, classic. So, if I said things like, I had to look at words or a sentence that had quintessential in it. Grapefruit has long been the quintessential diet. Okay. It's a classic. It's been there. It's never one to be a team player. Blade is the quintessential freelancer. Okay. So quintessential to me, and what I looked at, refers to something that embodies the most perfect or essential qualities. And it could be a concept, it could be an idea, it could be a characteristic, but they embody a perfection of that. And it could be good or bad, right? I could be the quintessential non-team player. Okay. So it doesn't have to be a great thing, like it's your quality, it's your characteristic, it's what people think of you. And so where I went this morning, because I look at words that we study on the Coach's Corner and I go, how could I take that word that I've never really studied or thought about a lot, and how could I make it mean something for me? Like how could I open myself up and go, how can this word make me a better human, make me a better person, make me a better business person, make my finances, my relationships, everything get better because of this word. And so I put this down and I'm going to look at it today, and I challenge you to look at it. Okay. And so you might be a she. For me, it's a he. Okay. And I put, he is the quintessential accountability person. He is the quintessential coach. He is the quintessential friend. He is the quintessential motivator. He is the quintessential lifter up of people. He is the quintessential visionarian. Like, I could go on and on, but I got excited the more I did this, because I thought, what do you want people saying? Do you want people saying the grapefruit thing about you? I'm going to go back up to the example. Grapefruit has long been the quintessential diet food. Like So for me today with Quintessential, I'm like, there's going to come a day, and I'm at 47 right now. And if somebody were to ask like Alan Schultz, or somebody were to ask Alan White, or somebody were to ask Hill Blue, like, what would they say? He is the quintessential non-motivator. He is the quintessential, non-team player. He's the quintessential person that don't support. Or are they going to talk about all the qualities that are important for me, for people to see me? Right? Does that make sense? And I think we live in a world where we're so busy. We get so many texts, we get so many phone calls, we get so many emails, that a lot of times, I was just having this conversation with a brand partner just a few minutes ago. Sometimes we will get one person involved and we don't have time to focus on the one because we're too busy going and grabbing the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6, right? When in reality, man, if I'm a person that dives in, where that person looks at me down the road and says, man, they're the quintessential accountability partner because they call me each day to check on me. They celebrated my pound of weight loss. They celebrated the check, my first check that I got into the company. And when I thought about that today, I thought, man, how many missed opportunities have I had in my journey not doing those things? Okay. And so I want to be the quintessential whatever that I look at that best, that really excites me. So Andrea, I'm going to turn it to you. I'm going to let you tackle this.
Oh my gosh, but that was an incredible lesson, Coach. Like, I wish I had gone in that direction because I love that. And how many of us wouldn't want to come up with those traits, for lack of a better word, that people could use to describe us, where they'd say, oh, like Andrea is, and I can't say the word, but Andrea is the quintessential animal lover. Everything she does is blah, blah, blah. So I love that. I think that was a great direction to go. I went in a different one, shocking. So what I looked into, first of all, I looked into what I could do to say the word the least. So that's what I came up with because it was a struggle. But I looked into the key traits of a quintessential leader. So what traits, if you looked at somebody and you said, okay, they are the end all be all leader, who would that be? What would that look like? So first of all, they lead by example. And I think about Coach when he says, and I mess up this quote all the time, but he leads with the tongue in his shoes, not the tongue in his mouth. He's doing the do. He's out there doing the work. And that is so that we can all jump in behind him and do what he's doing, right? So to be the best leader, lead by example. Number 2, we have to be effective at communication. So develop excellent communication skills, both verbally and written, so that we can clearly articulate our vision, expectations, our goals, be a great listener. All of those things will make us be a better leader. Number 3 is empower and inspire other people. So foster that environment where we're cheering each other on. Like, I'll tell you, you know who's really great at this? Alan Schultz. He is a great cheerleader. And I don't know if that's a bad thing to say about a gentleman. I think it's great. But he'll call you and say, hey, I just wanted to thank you for all that you do. Just want to say a quick thank you. Linda's another one where I'll just get these random messages where it's just love and just inspiring and loving other people that creates that positive environment that we want to work a little bit harder, not to manipulate us, but just to love on us. I think that is really, really powerful. Number 4 is to have that emotional intelligence. And we actually just talked about this, but know your feelings, know what's going inside you, have more words for it. And that can be a big struggle because I'm either happy, sad, or mad. Like that's it. That's really all I have in my vocabulary. But really, all of those things have so many more parts to them. So take the time to develop that emotional intelligence to figure out what is really going inside of you. Next, the The quintessential leader is decisive. They're not wishy-washy. They make informed decisions in a timely manner. They consider different viewpoints. They gather the relevant information, but then they have the courage to just say, I'm doing it. And they know that if they have to course correct later, well, they can course correct later. Number 6 is be willing to continuously learn. Sometimes we can think we're the smartest person in the room. I don't have that experience a lot, but it could happen. But sometimes we really think, I know everything there is to know about this, whatever this may be. But if we want to be a true leader, we have to realize that there is so much that we don't know. We just have to put ourselves in a different room sometimes so we can learn more. Number 7 is be adaptable. So being flexible and adaptable makes us better able to lead. Number 9 is to have vision and strategic thinking. So develop a clear vision for your future, develop a clear vision for your team, kind of that dream board, but then also the goals. So kind of both sides of the equation. And then lastly, to be the best leader, trying to avoid the word, is to lead with empathy. When we show the people that we work with, the people that we surround ourselves with, that we truly love them, we truly care for the experience that they're having, we, really can put ourselves in their position. And I think about kind of what we do. And I think about when I first got started in this industry, 12 years ago now, crazy enough. And that first phone call, even worse was my first meeting. So my best friend came over and she met with me and my upline at my house. And I remember sitting on the couch and I really thought that I was going to slide off it. Like I was so nervous and shaky and sweaty. I was so scared. And if I can remember that feeling and use that to empathize with that brand new person that's shaky and scared, where now I'm like, talk to anybody. I know this is a gift. I know I have the cookie. I'm just offering it to somebody. If they don't want the cookie, that's because they don't like sweets. That's on them. It's not on me. But then, it was scary. So if we can remember that feeling, coach says it all the time, remember what it's like to be the player when you're coaching the team, then you can absolutely empathize and be a better leader. So that's the direction I went in. Marlene and Arlene, I love you both, but I'm about as sweaty today as I was with that first presentation. So thanks for the struggle this morning.
Hey, we did it. We got through it. Yes, yes. Hope it added a little bit of value to end your week and go into the weekend. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. And we got a happy birthday. We got a big birthday out there for Daryl Peterson and Chris Doyle. Do you see those guys around? Wish them a happy birthday. We hope you guys have a phenomenal day.
Birthday.
Here we go. Happy
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to everybody that's birthday today. Happy birthday to you.
God bless
And
you.
many more.